G'day, welcome to the Pedal Picassos. Thanks for tuning in. Hit subscribe if you haven't. Let us know what you like in pedals, what you don't like in pedals, what you've got, what you'd like to see demoed. I'm running through the Joyo, King of Kings today. What is it? It's a dual overdrive pedal. Is it loosely based on the King of Tone? I don't know. I don't have an analog man King of Tone. I love blues breakers though. I love Marshall blues breakers. I've got different configurations, including a General Guitar Gadgets built of mine. I've got a couple of these which are based on the original Marshall blues breaker pedal circuit. I'm A-Bing this against my Picasso drive just because I know the sound in my Picasso drive is one I like. It's one I like to put before amps as part of my gain staging. It's generally always on, 90% of the time, and then I'll stack other overdrives in front or after it. So let's have a listen to what the King of Kings is. It doesn't cost a squillion dollars like a analog man King of Tone. And you don't have to wait 3 years for it. About $99 retail. And let's have a look at it. And let's have a listen to it. Okay. I'm on one of the channels. I've just got it dialed in to a tone that I would like as a bass sort of crunch tone, right? I've got a Fernandez Telly here with a Kinman bridge pickup in it, Seymour Duncan stacked humbucker in the neck, going through the katana on a really clean tone. So we can just hear what this does. So this is clean. That's it, very clean. Okay, what does this do? You've got two-stage overdrive and individual switches for each channel. So you've got a dual channel overdrive. You've got gain, level and tone, and then you've got some switches for each channel. I've got this set with the gain fairly high. They're not an ultra gain pedal, right? And in fact, to demonstrate that, here's how I've got it set up at the moment. And I'll whack the gain all the way up. I'm not that far from it. I was on 9 o'clock, so now we're maxed out. So we're by no means a metal pedal like multiple gain stages. In fact, if you dial back your attack, you've still got a clean bass tone. That's what makes blues breakers so popular. The tone you get is the tone of your guitar, just with a little bit of push and a little bit of gain, which is a really nice type of musical clipping. And I know you wax lyrical with terms, but dig in, you get some great Marshall crunch reminiscent of Malcolm Young and Angus Young from AC/DC. For me, for my ears. You know, that type of stuff. So that's with the gain full up. So there's not heaps of gain on tap. How does it compare to my original blues breaker circuit in the Picasso drive? They've got a lot of similarity to them and a lot of things that I like about this particular tone, right? Back off your attack, it's quite clean. You've still got all the colour, all the top, all the tone of your guitar. But with some push and with some clipping to it, which is very musical. Okay, so it's very close to a blues breaker tone, no doubt. But you've got two of these, you can cascade them, and you've got some switching that can change your clipping and feedback according to the manual. You've got some sine wave diagrams sort of indicating 1 and 2 for clipping switches 1 and 2. It's very subtle. Let's have a listen. Now, if that corresponds with the diagram in 1 for switch 1, you see some flattened off parts of your sine wave, which means you're clipping earlier. Okay, that should be more noticeable with the more gain you've got dialed in. So, yeah, so you got more fizz. It's starting to. So there's a bit more grit, there's a little bit more compression. And it doesn't clean up as nicely. So there is it with it switched out. So you got more of a sort of a full range gain control with that switched out. With it in, you've got more clipping. Okay, if I turn my gain down, that's how clean this pedal is. And that's how subtle that option is. It doesn't do much when you haven't got too much gain wound in. Okay, what does switch 2 do? All right, the graphic shows a larger sine wave. Is that going to give me more output after gain? No, it seems to give an even bigger gain signal, which compresses faster. So this might be useful when cascading both stages. I like my setup sort of like that. And I'm going to engage my second channel. All right. A lot more sustained, a lot more gain cascading into one. Now, this is how it sounds set up. I've got the volume at 9 o'clock, the gain is wound out almost to top. I've got the tone backed off just a little bit, and I've got these two switching options both selected in. Just to compare. So more clipping, more distortion in the tone. But when you put them together, the Joyo King of Kings. Let us know if you like it. Let us know if you've got one. Let us know if you've got a King of Tone by Analog Man and you've got one of these side by side it. Or something else, another blues breaker, another blues breaker derivative. Look, I think it's useful. They're a great enclosure. The LED lighting system on them, or the lighting system on them, gives you a fancy glow around the base. You can engage that to be on all the time or just come on with a switch. It's solid. The knobs feel great. There's nothing to dislike about this pedal. Hey, we'll see you next time.